The Battle of Batih was a battle in 1652 in which Polish-Lithuanian forces under hetman Marcin Kalinowski were defeated by a united army of Crimean, Tatars and Zaporozhian Cossacks. A day after the battle, the Cossacks bought the Polish captives from the Tatars. In the following 2 days all the prisoners were slain. The Battle of Batih destroyed many of the best Polish-Lithuanian units. Although Poland managed to rebuild her army soon after the battle, the loss of the most experienced troops resulted in temporary weakness in Ukraine. Defeat of the Poles contributed to the wars to come with Russia, which in turn resulted in the deluge of the country by Swedish armies. Background: after the Treaty of Polish-Lithuania was not ratified by the Polish Sejm, the Polish-Lithuanian Commonwealth deployed Crown forces under the command of Field Hetman Marcin Kalinowski in the Braclaw voivodeship. According to the historian Huskevsky, Khmelnytsky claimed that the Poles had violated the Polish-Lithuanian peace agreement by razing a couple of Cossack towns and preparing for war. A great Cossack council held at Chihyryn, which also included Tatar delegates, decided that the failure of the Polish Sejm to ratify the treaty meant that the Cossacks were released from their oaths. Kalinowski intended to use the Transdnipro Crown Army, which in April was ordered by John II Casimir Vasa to gather at Kalinowski's Bratslav camp, to prevent the Cossack army's merger with the Horde. By blocking the Horde's march into Moldavia to fight the Hospodar Basil Lupu, Khmelnytsky sent his son, Timothy Khmelnytsky, together with the Tatars to Moldavia, to take revenge militarily on the country's ruler for having sworn he would give his daughter in marriage to Khmelnytsky's son and then later, refusing. However, the Crown Army had only crossed the river to Kyiv on the 14th of June on its way to Kalinowski's corps. The Cossack army was already mobilized and merged with the Horde by the end of May, and Kalinowski met them on his own. The Polish hetman had chosen a flat plain near the Bow and Sob, one so large that the small Polish army could not maintain control of it. He insisted that there had to be room for the troops that were coming to join him. For the Transdnipro Poles, a detachment of the Palatine of Bratslav, Stanislaw Lankaronsky, and others that in the end did not manage to join him. Quote, Khmelnytsky, who had a horde of substantial size at his disposal this time, hurried to attack him before the Polish troops from across the Dnipro and other contingents arrived. The battle. When the relatively small Tatar vanguard regiment appeared, the Polish cavalry attacked, beginning a battle that lasted through the first day. During the battle, Khmelnytsky's main forces arrived, and during the night they bypassed the Polish camp in such a way that the Poles did not notice. On the second day, the cavalry skirmishes resumed, but soon Kalinowski saw himself surrounded by Cossack and Tatar forces on all sides. Quote, the Cossacks broke through the endless line more than a mile long around the camp and entered into its midst. Quote, when its predicament became clear, the Polish army was swept by panic, insubordination, and mutiny. Quote, some 1,500 of them fled, some perished and others fell into the hands of the Cossacks and Tatars. Kalinowski himself was killed. The massacre. After the battle, the Cossacks paid the Tatars for possession of the prisoners, and promptly slaughtered the Polish captives to avenge Chmielnicki's defeat at Berestechko in June 1651. According to Grusevsky, Pasechnik, Duda and Sikora, the decision to execute the prisoners have been taken by Khmelnytsky himself. Khmelnytsky, commanding the unit of Zaporozhian Cossacks, offered Nuradin Sultan 50,000 thalers for the right to execute the 8,000 Polish captives in revenge for Berestechko. He also promised him the town of Kamieniec for the transfer under his command. Estimated 3,000 to 8,000 Polish soldiers were massacred. Aftermath. The situation that existed after Cossacks.A now arose once more, with the Polish forces shattered, Poland defenseless and panic-stricken. A number of notable Polish nobles fell in the battle of the following massacre of prisoners, including Crown Great Quartermaster Samuel Kalinowski, the son of hetman Marcin Kalinowski. Hetman Kalinowski, himself general of the artillery Zygmunt Przemyski, Castellan of Czernichów Janodrowolski, wrote Mistress Marcin Czarniecki and magnate Marek Sobieski, brother of later King Jan III Sobieski. The Battle of Batih destroyed many of the best Polish-Lithuanian units. Although Poland managed to rebuild her army soon after the battle, the loss of the most experienced troops resulted in temporary weakness in Ukraine. Defeat of the Poles contributed to the wars to come with Russia, which in turn resulted in the deluge of the country by Swedish armies.